भाई और बहनों, शांति शांति भाई और बहनों, आज हम जिस विषय पे चर्चा करेंगे, क्यों चर्चा करेंगे, इंग्लिश में बात करेंगे. How you doing?
Such a wonderfully effective Joey Tribbiani. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. So yes, I have to start by saying hello and welcome to Spotlight. And I've actually rehearsed this a little bit. We are coming to you tonight from the newly opened Toast and Tonic, and it is actually the perfect place because my two guests today, I'm happy to report, are the perfect tonic against the grey skies we see outside. And there is every reason for us to raise a toast to Arjun Kapoor, Anil Kapoor. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, it's a little cheesy, but I had to say it.
Thank you for having us.
I cannot tell you that, I mean, look at the smiles, these delighted faces.
Thank you for coming to see Anil Chachu. Because आप लोगों को मुझ में तो कोई इंटरेस्ट होगा नहीं, ये तो दिख रहा है.
No. I have to ask this. Okay, so firstly, I believe you both brought appetites with you,
Yes.
which is as it should be. So there's some flatbread, there's some tacos, there's some mooli.
Which is not mamuli.
I couldn't resist. What fun.
Yes, the food always is fun.
The food is always fun. I have to ask this. I've wondered for years, what is it like at your dinner tables? Like, really, what is it like?
You
when
really want to know?
I really, really do.
So now imagine this is my plate.
Okay.
Now see what happens.
नहीं पहले ये खाता हूँ मैं.
The moment I'm eating something, he'll find exactly that to eat.
ये मूली मामूली नहीं है.
So now imagine if I'm Anil Kapoor and try eating.
Wow.
हाँ, और क्या हो रहा है? हाँ, अच्छा. How was your show? And then suddenly you'll have an empty plate back again. And he'll be like, I didn't eat today. I'm on a diet. I'm so healthy.
ये focus on the interview.
No, but tell me something. Is it true that you eat this much?
Yeah.
No. Really?
No, I'm basically I have to be controlled, very honestly.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've been very generous with the what do you call? How do you pronounce it?
Truffle.
Truffle.
Truffle. Because my wife and daughters are not there to correct my pronunciation.
And the Kapoors love their fries, right?
Yeah, fries. Yes, of course.
It's the...
So I am basically a foodie, to be honest with you.
Right.
And that's the secret which was out.
Yes.
And people have a wrong image about me that I'm very, that I, hardly eat or, that's the way I maintain myself.
Right.
But for me, it is always the intake and the outtake. So today the intake is going to be huge.
But this mooli is not mamuli for sure. It's damn good.
Yeah? Okay, very good.
You know why it is good? Because it is fried.
कपूरों को खाने की परख होती है. I've realized we are food critics in our heart. We've become actors and all. Actually, we are food connoisseurs. We are constantly our eyes hover. We have a roving eye for food.
I think that's a very lovely thing. It's something I personally identify with as well. If you have to have a roving eye, it should hover around the French fries and the tacos and the
Roving eye should be on the food,
Yeah.
especially when your wife is around.
Yes.
Actually, at least pretend to be it's on the food.
This is true. This is how much. So now, did you have just as much fun making this movie as we are going to have watching it?
See,
Yes.
to be honest with you, the kind of people both of us are, we might be foodies, and the entire family, especially Arjun's dad.
The king of food.
Yeah, the food, absolutely. His whole life revolves around
What is the next meal?
what is the next meal, क्या होना चाहिए, क्या order करना चाहिए, वगैरह वगैरह
If the
वगैरह.
meal is not up to standard, the day is not up to standard.
And so, and then the other person from the family is Ria. And Ria also has taken it to another level. I think she has crossed because Boni was a bit Indian. She's Indian and international.
So
Worldwide.
everything is up for grabs.
Absolutely. So wherever we are going, anywhere I'm traveling,
Yeah.
like for example, I'm going to Munich now for my rehab for my leg. So already the research has been done. And
Where to go, what to eat. You need to just pick up the phone with Ria. She's actually, I don't need an app in my life. I've got Ria. It's very difficult to understand our taste. See, only our family understands what we like. It's like a secret code amongst family. में सबको पता होता है ना, इसको ये पसंद है, उसको वो पसंद है. No third person can give you that perspective. They'll tell you what the world tells you.
Right.
But your true family and the people that understand your gastric intakes and likes.
And one more thing, I think
She's the one who cracks. She
and I
understands.
feel there's one person who had the magical touch.
Right.
पता नहीं कि कहीं ना कहीं we are blessed, and that's my mother, Arjun's grandmother. So the food, the entire film industry, the whole film industry, from Raj Kapoor sahab, to Dharmender, to all the actors, stars, everything. अगर बढ़िया खाना है, तो निर्मल जी का खाना. That's my
Really?
mother's name. And so the way she makes the jangi mutton,
Lal
the
mas.
pulao, the rajma, the
Karari
name
bhindi.
it, bhindi, and
Kadi chawal.
kadi chawal, rajma. Just name it. The best, the real.
उनके तंदूरी चिकन में भी थोड़ा सा ज्यादा प्यार होता है.
I'm
Healthy
drinking
खाने
this coffee because my mouth is watering so much.
No, seriously.
So I'm
honestly.
holding my hand up in case there's an invitation.
Yeah.
For the
No, but I always threaten you. And
did,
next time
yes.
I have decided that I will get ghar ka khana and make you try it because my dadi must be looking and saying, "अरे क्या खा रहे हो? मैं तुम्हारे लिए इतना अच्छा खाना घर पे
This
बनाती
is
हूँ."
true.
All Sunita's friends, including my home, including Arjun, including Bonds.
Yes.
We call him
Bonds.
Bonds. We call him Bonds. That's his dad, Bonds. So, my sister, everybody. So, if there is a कोई दावत है घर में या कोई पार्टी है तो एक ना एक डिश आज भी will come from Dadi's house.
Yeah.
That's from my mom's house. It's not the feast or the dinner or anything. It's not complete.
So greater than
touch.
even a passion for films, greater than any mission
Yeah.
to save the world.
In a way,
this is-
yes, absolutely.
I approve entirely.
And the biggest foodie is Rishi Kapoor. You can ask Rishi
Yes,
Kapoor
yes.
and Ranbir Kapoor.
This
Now,
is true.
these are the two Kapoors
Yes.
who love food.
So now when you, for example, there's now the two of you in this film together, were there certain rules that were set out that, food had to be a certain standard when there are two of us on set? We have to be fed a particular way.
See, we are producers, son and son. He's a producer himself.
Yes.
When we are on set, we don't carry our personal likes and dislikes.
Okay.
We like to blend. We like to, and if we have to figure things out, we'll figure it out ourselves. But it is not about the do's and don'ts, pros and cons. Anyways, today sets have become pretty healthy. They have options available for you. They already keep that in mind.
Yes.
But we never try and become that set of people. अरे यार हम अपना ही कर रहे. You still can have a good time being with your people and have your own food sorted out. But
This is
it's, I think team spirit बढ़ती है साथ में खाना
This
खाने
is
से.
true.
But I'll tell you what, I think it's very, very important. When you especially when you want to have a great work atmosphere, if you want to have really
It's chicken, right?
the food, the work, you want the best work, for anything in an office, in an organization, in any, you have to feed them well and take care of them.
Yeah.
I am a hundred.
And I feel it's been it's come from my grandfather,
Yeah.
my father, and actually I'm talking about his grandfather.
Yeah.
And
My dad.
yeah.
I heard him say
You
this
can
once.
see-
The
If I
great,
say
I'm
Anil
talking about
Kapoor's
your
Prime
great
Minister.
father. I'm
Yeah.
talking about your father. I'm talking
Oh.
about great grandfather. Matter of fact, my great grandfather, obviously if there were any weddings, he would be looking after the kitchen. Then my father looked after the kitchen when Mughal-e-Azam was made.
Right.
Can you imagine?
That's amazing.
Because there were war scenes in
Right.
Mughal-e-Azam. Now everybody knows Mughal-e-Azam. So he was in charge of the, the
He started off as a
the
production
catering,
runner that time.
the catering of the entire
Crew.
thousands of people in Mughal-e-Azam. And then when I started my career, when I wanted to be an actor, my career also started with getting nashta, or in Hollywood they say tiff, snacks,
Yes, yeah.
and in Tamil Nadu or South they say tiffin.
Yeah.
So my job was to get the best food. So I would go to Koliwada to get the fish. I would go to Chembur camp to
Right.
get the gulab jamun and pakwan, and go to different places so I can get the best
My job in No
food,
Entry was for
nashta,
hospitality.
Hospitality. So hospitality is the key for not only in films, for
Right.
In life.
anywhere in life.
But like I remember one thing my dada had said. He said कि अगर यूनिट में 200 लोग हैं तो 220 लोग का खाना मंगाओ. खाना कम नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. Nobody should get up feeling hungry.
Yeah.
क्योंकि वो अच्छा खाना खाएंगे तो तुम्हारे लिए 1 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा काम करेंगे, 2 घंटे 3 घंटे एक्स्ट्रा करेंगे.
And my home also started from my mom,
Right.
and including my home, which my wife runs. If even 100 people come at any given time,
Don't be funny.
I swear on God, there'll be food. It's like a feast. I don't know, guys, the barakat hai. I think it's blessing of God.
It is.
It's a blessing of God. It cannot be planned. So it's not how rich you are financially. It's how rich you are.
दिल से.
This.
Absolutely. I agree completely. That's lovely. That is very lovely. I'm a little jealous right now, is all I can say.
No, but I mean,
Rich about the conversation, or rich about
No,
jealous about
the Kapoor family. The Kapoor family.
I thought
like
I'm wondering how I
no,
can
because I
crash.
thought you were jealous because vegan eat and you're not eating at the moment.
Don't worry. I've nibbled before.
Food is a very big bonding factor in Indian families.
It is. It is.
Like, I know for a fact कि दिन में झगड़ा होगा तो रात को dinner time तक
It'll be all sorted over the.
क्योंकि खाना अच्छा होगा तो mood थोड़ा अच्छा हो ही जाता है ना.
नहीं उसके अलावा I feel now there are, you know, this whole profession of, you know, the great chefs, the food, it's become an art.
Yes.
And it's been recognized. It's been celebrated. It's getting its due. It's getting a due, and especially it's getting its due in India. Internationally, yes, but now sometimes we have this evening and Riya is having a party. So everybody knows Riya is having a party. Riya is having a party. So I wonder, I said, who's going to come? Or there'll be some, you know, good-looking girls, or there will be some boys, some filmmakers, whatever. And I go up and find out there are chefs. You know, chefs who are very articulate. They're educated. They're rich. They're doing well. They're ambitious. And
they're proud to be chefs.
And I think it's a great profession to be in.
It is.
It's a great profession and it's going to have a great future. Great, even greater. So please, whoever is watching this show, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, that's actually true, and it is exciting, and you know I think this table is again sort of proof of just how much fun can be had with
fried
appetites and fried chicken.
And fries.
I think this is the best promotion interview you've done because
ये हमको पहले करना चाहिए था. हाँ. इससे एनर्जी मिलती.
नहीं पहले करते तो हम दोनों
कपड़े फिट नहीं आते.
कपड़े फिट नहीं होते. Yeah.
No, this is not a problem that either of you have to worry about.
No. Trust me. You saw me last time during Half Girlfriend. I didn't speak. Because Shraddha had already had lunch and come, and I have already done one interview with her before. So I told Shraddha, खाना अच्छा मिलेगा मत खाना. She said no, you know I'll have a little bit. उधर पहुंची इतना अच्छा खाना था मैंने बोला तू बात कर मैं खा गया. The whole interview you'll see there's some ketchup here. Full interview happened with food in my mouth. All the table manners that you shouldn't have I had in that interview.
Matter of fact, the film which we are doing, which you have done.
Yes. Has also food jokes also, which
No,
I was delighted.
Mubarakan. That you know like बोला तेरा प्यो अपने रेस्टोरेंट में मुगलाई डिश नहीं रखता और तूने मुगलाई थोड़ी ही पसंद कर रही है.
Because Pawan Malhotra has a restaurant business in the he runs a dhaba.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
We come to you from the delightful Toast and Tonic in Mumbai. We are here toasting, of course, the men of the moment. Anil Kapoor, Arjun Kapoor. Now, just tell me about, again, and I know everyone's talked about it, but when there is this level of closeness, when there is, you know, you've grown up, obviously, is it strange at first?
I've grown up, he hasn't.
Yes. Well, yes. So, he's grown up in front of you. You've grown up in front of him. When you're working together for the first time, is there a moment of strangeness? Do you feel like you're holding back? Are you a little more protective than you would be perhaps otherwise? You know, it is.
I think it's a different kind of emotion which I cannot really express.
Sure.
You know, you have to really feel it. And I have coined a very good, line for it.
Right.
I was emotionally professional.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
So professional,
Yes.
but coated with emotion. You know, and it was fun. It was great, you know, and I will cherish every moment. You know, I've done so many films. I've been working for so many years, but this is one film which I always keep close to my heart because this film has made me discover Arjun as a part of the family, as my nephew, as a son, and as a friend, and hopefully as a future, you know, sometimes if I have to discuss anything or in getting little confidant, so he can drop in, I can drop in whenever we feel like and we can discuss. You know, sometimes when you get out of the professional rigmarole, so it'll be great fun because now that we know each other even better, so I'm looking forward to that.
What did you discover about him that you didn't know, or was there everything? I mean,
I'll tell you what, I've grown up in this business. I'm not starstruck.
Right.
But I felt a sense of achievement that I could share screen space with Anil Kapoor. And I also felt it was important it happened at the right time where I could handle being in the same frame as him. It could have been all those things that you're thinking if it had come too early in my career, where he would have to be protective whether he liked it or not. To choose material like this, that he actually called me and told me about, that I've heard this script, I think you'll be very good, it's the biggest compliment you can get is from a fellow actor at the end of the day, that they would like to share screen space with you. Forget that he's my charger. So automatically I felt secure that this man has trust and faith and belief in my talent. Then it is up to me to fulfill it. But it was, I can keep saying I don't get starstruck, but for me it was a big tick mark on my list of things to achieve as a human being, was to professionally work with him.
Right.
Because I've grown up watching him, admiring him, just like all of us have. I've seen Mr. India while eating dinner, VHS kharab ho gaya tha, but Mr. India dekhe bina khana nahi khata tha. So I think I've worked my way up to that position where he didn't have to worry about me. That for me was a very nice feeling. Here I'm working with him at a time where he is happy to work with me. He doesn't have to stress. He doesn't have to worry. He doesn't have to. He can allow me to fall and get up on my own rather than having to pick me up all the time.
That is very.
So for me, I felt really happy that it happened at the right time.
Yeah.
Things coming together at the right time also important. You know, you get a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
You have to take them at the right time, and that is why look at the timing.
Yeah.
So I think this timing of doing Mubarakan, I think was very, very right, opportune for him to discover me and for me to discover him.
Were there any discoveries you made about him? Anything that, just...
See, I was securing my own, I feel, what happens is no matter what happens, all of us in our family are very professional in these things.
Very much so.
So it's never, obviously we are protective about our, all the members of the family, but somewhere we are professionals also. So when I called him up, I never wanted to put any kind of pressure. I was thinking from the film's point of view, and I felt, and I didn't want to put, genuinely, put emotional pressure for him to. I just said very categorically, you listen to the script. If you like it, you do it. If you don't like it, no ill feelings. So I remember Anis Bazmi was telling me, so I kept on talking. So I said, "Itna mat baat karo. Don't be so, honest, defensive about it. That
वो
nahi bol dega." He said no. So for us, it was a very selfish, and we felt that with Arjun being infused in this film as a professional, as an actor, as a star, it'll add huge value. And of course, he has his huge youth following, which is there, and obviously
They all come to meet him.
No.
They come to me both. There's both.
They're just trying to be nice to me. But,
Not at all, either.
So what I'm trying to say is, and hopefully, and there's a lot for the youngsters in this film.